real all the way through. Your number one relationship talk show right here on radio is 3FM's Keeping It Real. And my name is AJ Kwako-Sapon, and of course, here with the usual suspects. Miss Jude, Lola, and joining us as the only male in the mix.
Am I not lucky?
Welcome. How are you feeling, Miss Jude?
I'm good. I think, it's been a good week so far.
It's been a tough week.
It's only been Tuesday. It's only Tuesday.
No. But this week is a different kind of week. I mean, from special voting to all of that. Yeah.
I think this morning there was less traffic. This evening I can see there's more.
There is a lot of traffic.
There's
the way I have seen Shege right now, literally, it took me almost 30 minutes to move from TV3 to the end of the junction that leads into Circle.
Hey,
30 minutes,
wow.
like in one. I've never seen it before in my life.
Why? Is
Ever.
it like Christmas?
Coming to vote.
People are in town to vote, yeah? And people will now leave town to vote.
Well, and let's Christmas shopping as well.
Yeah, true.
All of that
you
stuff.
see, I think there's also people also now just stocking up at home.
Yeah.
Usually people like to do that before elections or stock up on food stuff and everything else. In fact, I would recommend everyone to stock up on things.
Why is it? Because
just in case.
No, just in case. Okay, so say maybe things don't come out, and usually when election weekend happens or election day happens, everyone shuts down their shops. So if you might come out thinking that you're going to go and buy rice, but then the provision store won't come or whatever, so you stock up so that even if it's extended to Monday or Tuesday and people still don't open up the shops, you still have food in our house. No, not that we're anticipating anything. Oh God, no. God forbid.
a zombie apocalypse.
God forbid. But yes, welcome to the best show on this side of the earth. How are you doing, Simon? How's your week been?
I'm tired. I mean, we're preparing for elections.
Yeah.
Like I'm drained.
It's just a long week. It's a long week.
I'm enjoying my week.
Hey,
well, I mean, she's not on election duty, so
she's
that is
looking
making
so
her
beautiful.
Right?
Anyway, I think there's something else going on.
I honestly must say so. Because
what's
again,
going
she's
on?
glowing. That's one.
I went on leave. I just
That's why.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm so in the
in the leave.
I mean, you look it.
Even her skin is like her skin is looking good.
And then you enjoy the leave, Ankasa.
She did.
I'm just going to take us back to 2 weeks ago when she said she was going to take me out on the date, and
She did it.
Paid for
She
everything.
didn't do it.
She hasn't done it.
No, yes, don't worry.
On holiday.
Lola, how's your week been?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to it because election weekend, you're working.
Election challenge.
Right?
Everyone is working.
Right?
Me, I thought I was trying to maneuver. The way I have been centered into the
Where is
thing.
AJ? Please put AJ on.
So me, I was going to be like, I was going to do behind the scenes. I'm handing over to Lola, handing over the That is not my portion this weekend. But you go be. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's get into our story for this week. Who would like to do us honors? Lola or Mijiri? Lola.
People.
Lola. Oh, shout out to DJ Phil in green today. Who? I mean, you're also doing elections, yeah? Sure, you wish. You'll be doing college somewhere. Okay. All right, Lola, let's get into the story for today.
My marriage is 11 years old. 8 years ago, my mother called me and my mother called my husband and I and gave us the documents of a 50 by 100 plot of land that she bought a very long time ago. She could not build and asked us to go and build because she has properties and she doesn't have many children. My husband accepts the land in the presence of my mom, but when we got home, he told his relatives about the land. Although I don't know the kind of advice they gave him, because we live in a family house. When it was time for us to start building, my husband refused to carry on with the project. And when I asked him, he said he cannot build on the land my mother gave him. I asked him why. He said he cannot build a house on his in-laws' land. Because of that, he did not assist me in any way when I started the project. The only day he stepped on it is when I laid foundation, and since then, he's not been there. 3 years after, I completed the building, which has 2 apartments. We are living in his father's house. in a room in his father's house, and we have 4 kids. 6 of us in a room passage house.
Yeah.
I asked my husband that we park into the house that I just built. He said he did not build it.
Hey.
Nobody's driving him from his father's house. And we have been in his father's house for 11 years now. 3 years 3 years ago, my husband bought a piece of land. I only followed him to that land the very day he laid foundation on it. And as we are speaking, it's still foundation work. He hasn't completed anything. We have tenants in my two apartment house, and I'm still living in a passage house with my kids right now. My husband is now complaining that I did not want to assist him in building his house. Meanwhile, he's not begging me to assist. He's just commanding me that it's my duty as a wife to assist him because he knows I have the money, but I've refused. And my reason is that he did not assist me whilst I was building my house. Instead, I remain in his 1-bedroom house instead of assisting him. Last year, I bought another piece of land, and there has been war in my marriage since then. My marriage is about to end because I did not assist him and want to start other projects. Please, keeping it real. What do I do? Sorry for the long post.
So many questions. First of all,
A very tiny 1-bedroom. She's completed the house. The man
they have a room in
his father's house. Yes. And she said, let's build on the land that my mother has given us. I can't build on your mother's land. Abi is afraid that one day he can't take the building office. The land will belong to him. The building will belong to her. The building belonged to him. The land will belong to her. However, it wasn't going to be only his money. It would have been their money building it together. She's built it. Now he's saying, use your money to build mine instead of moving into.
Isn't that so? So what happens when? Okay, she puts in her money. They build both. Then what happens to the other? Is she gonna keep renting it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
So long as it's not his land, he doesn't want to be on it.
I have so many questions. Okay, so I think that I'm gonna try and look at it from both spectrums. So from the man's perspective and the woman's perspective. Let me begin with the man's perspective. As a traditional African man, I feel like he thinks it's his responsibility to be the provider. Obviously, men are groomed to be the providers, the protectors, the caterers, and the woman would, take care of the home. So in a way, I feel like he feels like his responsibility is being taken away from him, and it might be used against him in the future, in the long term. But here's where he probably gets it wrong. You both are a team. You're on the same team. You are not against each other. You're building yourselves up.
Yeah.
You're not. It's not a competition. It's you, the man and the woman, versus the world, not you versus your wife. Your woman or your man is a reflection of you. So why are you looking at it from that perspective to see? And then again, on the other hand, on the flip side, some women can also be very authoritative. Hey, you cry, you're in my house and you're doing this, So
they'll sack him.
They'll sack him.
But what's your alternative? If they sack you.
Firstly, how are you even married, living with your parents in a 1-bedroom?
Yeah. So Samani,
that's like the first thing. Cry before.
So then I wanted to ask you were saying that on the man's side, he's feeling like it's his duty to provide for them, but
he's not providing.
You're not
living
providing.
in your father's house with your 4 kids and your wife in one.
So where's the pride from? When this guy's
here is stubborn proud.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
That's a problem.
It's different if you are
pride and poverty.
But Odogu
it doesn't go
through this to have pride.
Right, bro, if you're listening, move to your wife's house.
No, it says, and you see that the thing is okay. So I agree. Yeah, he agrees that he doesn't want to live on his in-laws' land.
Why?
He's afraid that Aseminti.
But the
he's
building
invested
will be
in
for his kids. When you
They
go
don't see
die,
that way.
it's for your children. The
He
house
doesn't
will
see
be for
that
your
way.
children.
In his mind, I think a lot of times men don't even realize that after they divorce wives that they have kids together and things will go to the kids. But it's never a thing. It's always a thing of they don't want the wives to have it or the ex-wives to have it. But that's beside the point. So
But why are you even in a marriage and thinking that it might
Something
end?
will go wrong, yeah.
That's also but that's a different
But at this
conversation.
point,
then
you
say,
can
what
also
about
be
those who do prenup?
a realist though.
Those who do prenup, they do it before they even get into the marriage.
Yeah. So you have to be. Some people believe in being realistic. That
anything can go
love is there, companionship is there, but anything can go wrong. 20 years from now, things can change.
Yeah,
You
and
can change.
And I think the acceptance of that in itself is a problem.
Is a problem, yeah?
Yeah.
You feel people should not be thinking of the end at the
Absolutely,
beginning.
because I mean, when you're saying those vows, saying for better for worse, till death do us, but I think it's what's recital.
Someone you
No.
relax.
But anyway, I digress.
But, okay. I like your digression because I feel, okay, should you not be realistic as well? Yes, you are saying your vows, but you're also saying it to a human being who can change.
I totally get
So
that.
should I not also be protective of me and think of how I can safeguard myself if worse comes to worse?
I agree. But in saving yourself, you do not also intend. So, what's the alternative? Divorce? See, once you're getting married, I think there's only one premise
Divorce is the one option.
So then he begins to abuse you physically and that.
that I will run. In terms, that's what I'm saying, that there are certain conditions where you can run for your life. But going into that marriage in the first place,
Thinking
thinking
of the
that
end.
something can happen,
But
you
Samani,
might.
let's
something
try
can
to
happen,
understand
though.
the man from a certain extent. You said he's a traditional man. Let's
Yes,
assume.
yes. It seems as though he's
We
a.
have women who would,
Rub it in your face.
yes, rubbing on your face on a daily basis that you are living in my house, built with my own money, on my family land.
No,
you
but-
wouldn't have peace.
Yes, but I get that. But so I think that that the land was gifted to both of them.
Yeah.
But it was gifted from the wife's family, so
Yeah.
obviously it's more
But
geared towards her
when you
side.
get married, the families become one. So my
Exactly
mother-in-law
my
is my
point.
mother as well.
I think that thing has changed over time.
That's why I'm saying that there's a problem with the generation in itself.
Exactly.
Going into marriages because you become one. That's what I'm saying. That's why I started my conversation or my primary by saying that it's both of you against the world, not one pitted against each other. You know.
For a baby
And
blessing.
well, it's you can. I totally
Yes,
understand
let
that.
me help
part.
you. Genesis 2:24. Therefore, a
Don't
man shall leave
Preach.
his father and his
Preach.
mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one
Absolutely.
Preach it.
And in this case, the man did not even leave the father's house. He's still living
In
in
his
the
father's house.
A whole not problem no more. But I mean, and you like.
But I must commend the woman. I think she's very brave and, you know, she's very bold to be with a partner who doesn't seem to like
Unreasonable.
forgive me to say forward thinking, like, you know,
Unfortunately.
because, you know, it's very hard. And now she's earning her own money. You know, she's rented out the apartment. She's earning
Right.
her own money. She could have just said, "Look, I'm tired
I'm
of this.
done.
I can't
I'm
stay
out."
in this.
Right.
You know, when I have my own. You know, so I must applaud her for her patience.
Yeah.
You know,
But we are
Yeah.
forgetting not to talk about the man's family. For they giving the man a bad advice was totally wrong from the beginning, because I believe he accepted the gift in good faith, and then after talking to his parents,
Yeah.
they basically destroyed everything.
That's why there are some things that should be kept between
The two of
a
you.
couple.
He forgot they became one flesh.
This issue there, he should just, swallow his pride, move to the wife's family, and then you can build that other apartment or whatever and rent that out and build from there.
There was a red flag in the woman's statement that we are all ignoring. She said the husband is not begging her.
He's commanding it.
Commanding.
Bring your money
So you see,
and do it.
it feels like the man is also, like I'm saying, like a very traditional.
But if you don't
old
have
school
money,
kind of
how
man.
do you become
Exactly.
You are traditional when you have the means to support your
Absolutely.
traditional. But if you don't have it, you are not gonna come and insist.
Man will
That's
be a
me that
man.
I have worked hard to build my thing. I should build your house for you.
I think that's what I'm saying. That's
If
why
you want
it's
to
very
provide
important who you're choosing to be.
a partner.
A life partner. though.
So you
Yeah.
pick up some of these things and see if usually you can work. But sometimes too, you'll never know up until
Too late.
It's too late. So, guy, Charlie, swallow your pride and go to your wife's house.
I think he's just being very prideful.
It's just pride.
I'm the man.
The
African,
ego. The
I'm the
ego.
one supposed to provide. But the woman too, I hope she's not those kind of women that, why haven't you swept this morning? Have you put the rice on fire? Have you dressed the children for school?
But I think that if she were that kind of woman, she would have moved out
a long time. Yes, you have a point.
It's not that easy to move out. I also feel like in all this, why doesn't she can convince the man in other ways? Okay, so I'm going to help you build your house. But for the meantime, can we move to mine for the sake of the kids?
Absolutely, and
so
space
I don't think she's really
privacy.
communicating well to the man.
But you said that she said he's demanding that he helps her, which means he has that character of
he's
force.
not begging her. As a wife, you want your husband to beg you to assist him. That's where his pride.
Maybe she begged him to assist hers for so long, and
so
it's probably a payback.
Yes.
Once the man
didn't help.
Yeah, he stepped on the land only at foundation stage. So she also did the same thing.
Foundation.
Yeah, playing games with each other.
Yeah, and that's not healthy. It's not going to work. So I think both of them should put their pride aside from the woman, from the man, have a conversation, be real with each other.
Yeah.
And I mean, your marriage best, and if it's worth saving, move forward with probably going to the woman's end for a while. I want to say live there forever, and then you can, at least for your comfort, for your sanity.
In life, there's something called progress,
right?
You have 4 kids. You've been living in
a one room.
Your wife has been able to make it progress. Even
let's
if
move.
it's her, be happy for her. You're one.
Right?
You're one.
Like I'm saying.
That the wife should get all the praise. Like, how some men don't like it when their wife is earning more than them, or their wife has a higher position.
Yeah.
So then I'll not help you. So he should learn to embrace.
So
you think you should move then?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And think about the kids.
But I also feel like the woman has to do a little more work on the husband, because he's a traditional man. That's how
Without
most.
traditional
But can
money.
she change him? She can't change
She
him.
can't change him.
But
She can't.
you can.
Right now, yes.
You can't change him, but you can mold him.
Massage his
Yes,
mind.
massage his ego.
ego.
Yes, so that he feels like he's doing
He's the
that.
one in charge.
Yes, but
So should she build for him?
No.
I mean, you're one.
The
So if
scientists
you're
say
saying that
the-
you build for him, you're building for us. You're building for you and I. It's not.
That's what she thought initially, but he made it clear that she was building for her. Now he's also trying to create that impression that you're building for me.
So that's what I'm saying, that they should have a conversation going forward. What do they want to do? Because
She wants to build her own, because clearly you've
but she
demarcated
has
that.
hers.
And
But
she's
she
bought
wants
another
to
land.
progress.
Another one.
So she
Yeah.
bought another land. And clearly he's demarcated that your own is yours, mine is mine. But now he's now coming to a point where, because she has the means and he knows she has the means now,
So one has to
yours
sacrifice.
is mine, mine is mine.
One has to sacrifice.
And why should it be her?
So both sacrifice for sanity's sake, for peace sake.
Who
You
should
get-
I don't see the man
So-
sacrificing.
At all. That's the thing.
It's critical.
Okay, so in final, should she, should he move into her, and B, should she help him build his house?
Both.
Wow. Ms. Judy, should she help him
Yeah.
build a house?
So obviously there has to be a clause. If the man from the beginning has made it look like what is yours and what is mine is mine, the moment I'm helping you,
That
it
means I'm building for you.
Yes. Should something happen, I've wasted my money
Yes.
on something that's not
I don't
mine.
think
Absolutely.
it would be wasted though, because in any case, if you go to court, you can get your things back.
Yeah,
How?
but if
How
it's
do you
in the
know?
man's
If
name.
it's in the man's name and everything, and
No,
how,
but you see-
will you be keeping
And
track
then it will
of
take
how the
so
money
long
moves
to
and
get your.
everything?
Have you been to Ghana court before?
So I'm not a legal person per se, but I know that once you get married and the property that you acquire within the marriage, it's not just for you.
You have to, you
You
both.
need to split it in a way.
But that means they both have to split hers.
Yes.
So if she wants to walk away with hers,
So
she has to part way with her own.
You both lose.
Yeah, I think she should concentrate.
So-
You know, she said she had bought a second plot of land.
Yes.
She should rather concentrate on that and
I
use it
believe
for
so.
more business. You know.
And what they should
So then it
continue to
means
live
that-
in the one-bedroom house.
No, she should now make up her mind. Like, you're progressing in life. You can't.
So she
you
should
still
move
want
out
to be- yes.
to
So
her-
separation.
If he wants to live
So then
there,
that's
he
going to be
can.
separation then.
Let him deal with his. Let
Yeah,
him
with the
stay
kids.
there
Be
alone in a one
comfortable.
room.
Because that's what you're
Maybe-
working for. This life, you
maybe-
can die tomorrow, and then
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
else will just come and, you know.
That's
so
true.
enjoy life. Take it easy. Don't stress yourself to life. Don't stress yourself.
Well, okay. Well, let's see your thoughts. Song has not been true. how much be your salary? I will be stress you about to say, hey, Charlie. Well, let's move on to our second story for tonight, and this one is even more of a big one. Hi, keeping it real. I've been married for 8 years and I have 6 kids. I'm a housewife, and my husband doesn't earn much where he works. So we're just managing ourselves. Everything changed in June last year. I started noticing that my husband was acting differently. He was happier and on his phone acting like a teenager in love. I went through his phone and found out that he has a new friend, a divorcee with a daughter. I confronted him and he said nothing was going on, but I knew it wasn't true. Fast forward to December last year, and their closeness is on a different level. He acts like the president is calling whenever she calls, jumping to do whatever she wants. I don't understand how a small girl I am older than can be controlling him like that. Granted, she's rich, and since he knew her, our lives have changed for the better. She connected him to a better paying job, so now we eat 3 square meals a day. She also gave him money to open a shop for me and treated my father, who had prostate issues this year. She offered other financial assistance also to my children. I'm grateful for her help, but I don't like her closeness to my husband. I went through his phone again earlier this year and saw that he tells her everything, even when we quarrel. To my shock, she will tell him to apologize to me. I'm confused because I thought side chicks were supposed to hate the wife, so why doesn't she hate me? Last month, I went through his phone again and read where she asked him to promise he wouldn't have any more kids. How is that her business? My husband was busy promising and apologizing to her. He said it was because he didn't have anyone like her to educate and guide him. I confronted him about ending his friendship with her, and he said no. He said that she was our destiny helper, and that people miss their destiny helpers because they don't want to come in the form that they want. That night, I summoned courage and sent her a long message to stay away from my husband. But all she replied was, "Relax, ma." Can you imagine? I complained to my friend, and all she said is, I wish I get this kind of side chick. Because all the stupid girls that my husband gets, this one that he's gotten for you is the best. I'm tired. Is it possible for side chicks to be destiny helpers? Oh my.
Wow. Very, very interesting.
This one, dear, the good side chick. What are your thoughts about it? Send us a message 0532 300 927. First of all, I didn't know side chicks could be so nice.
Right?
First of all, how do you have 6 children
And you want to have more.
without getting 3 square meals?
Oh, come
and
on.
someone is telling you to actually not have any more,
Yeah.
and you're angry.
It's a blessing.
What do you think, ladies? Lola?
Me, I know that, you know, some men would choose to decide would choose to have side chicks, right? There's nothing you can do about it as
Yes.
a wife. They'll do it anyway.
Yes.
My issue is, why should you be telling your side chick the issues you have with your wife, your personal something with your wife? It should be like, your wife is your wife. You're already disrespecting her by stepping out on her. Then
But
now,
she's telling him to apologize to her.
what if it was the other way? Some side chicks will insult the woman.
That's true.
But
So
this
I
is
feel
a
like
good-
you should.
This is a good side chick, though.
No, but like you should
Very
keep.
good
You should
side
keep.
No,
Like keep me and
he
you.
understands how mature that side chick is and
No,
can
no,
solve
no, no,
his
no, no,
marital
no.
Yeah, so he
issues.
comes to her
No.
as
For advice.
having the maturity to handle the issue and not to destroy it or make it worse.
She's heaven
What's it?
sent to.
She tells she tells him everything. I don't think I will appreciate
And
being
has
with a
given
man.
him a job. She's
being
even
with-
gotten money for you, the wife,
No,
the wife
I
to
still
open
don't
shop.
appreciate it. I don't think I appreciate being with a man who would go about telling my stuff to another woman. It's very
No, not to another
disrespectful.
woman, to your destiny helper. It's very, very different.
But well, she's a good side chick.
Yes.
She's a good side chick in asterisks. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And
wouldn't
I
advise
think the
you to
lady
marry
shouldn't
her.
have gone ahead to like message her or anything.
much.
like
And
that.
the only reply was relax, ma.
Relax.
How painful.
She probably doesn't ever want to get married again. Probably her first marriage showed her shaky. So she
Yeah.
just wants a good man to just
Be with.
spend time with.
So,
yes.
okay, if your co-wife or side chick was this nice, would you at this point if she's past side chick, she's now a co-wife, would you not be able to accept it if
No, I'm not, if I love you, I don't want to share you with no one.
someone that is helping you get 3 square meals with your 6 children
You and your husband,
gotten a job
you and
for
your
you.
husband didn't make good decisions in the first place.
Yeah.
Why are you
That's
having
why
6
he's
kids?
saying that he's happy that a woman like that is helping educate and guide him. He understands that they didn't make good
AJ,
decisions.
will you accept?
Oh, if someone is helping me like this, yeah. Because at this point, hey,
Will you get your own size something to make yourself
well,
happy?
we'll consider it, but
Yeah.
but this one they'll give you your co-wife is helping you get
Yeah,
chopped.
the shop.
Job, a shop.
A
Stocking your shop,
Like-
giving the man a good job, giving you 3 square meals, sorting out the children, any financial assistance to the
This one,
children.
they
Oh,
go jam my
the
eye.
children.
Charlie.
This one, and she wants him to apologize. She's not bringing strife to your marriage. Oh. She's bringing peace to the marriage because she's seen her say, "Oh no, man, you
Yeah.
say." So she's now having a better marriage because of him. Husband is happy. You are happy.
Everyone
Children
is
are
happy.
happy. Everyone is happy.
And he runs at her beck and call.
It's
because
okay.
of the money.
It's just one of those things.
So if
Exactly.
there was no
So-
money in the picture, would he still do the same thing?
So here's my regardless of whatever financial benefit it's coming into this marriage as a result of the so-called good side chick, I just think it's wrong.
You are just talking from a rich side.
Yeah.
You have not been poor before.
I'm
No.
coming.
Look at the hair.
That's, like I said,
When
regardless
you're looking
of,
at your 6 children, you can't give them
regardless
3
of-
square meals.
Well, I'm not there, so I can't relate. But morally, it's just wrong, and the fact that we've as a society
Accepted.
Normalized
yes.
side chicks is just plain wrong. So back to regardless of whatever financial benefits, it's just wrong. And so, like Lola was alluding to, what happens, or what if there were no financial benefits / the good job /
That won't have, then they won't have been in a relationship in the first place. Would have all been struggling.
No, but I mean, I'm saying, if there was no extra financial compensation, he might still have continued the relationship anyway, but the way we're making it look,
No,
So
he wouldn't have
good.
continued the relationship because he doesn't have the money to
handle the side chick.
handle- Yeah.
I get that, but I think what I'm trying to say
You're
is,
glorifying it.
he still went to go and get a side chick in the first place, probably without
the
even
money,
knowing
but it's
that.
the woman had money.
allegedly-
Right. No.
Allegedly,
Yes.
they
No,
started off
wait.
as friends.
AJ, no, and he didn't go in for a side
Men
chick.
never
He went there
started
for a
as
destiny
friends.
helper.
AJ, thank you.
Men never
How
start
do you
any
go-
relationship
No,
with
no,
any
no.
woman as
It
friend.
probably started
Your-
off as
your
her
wife should
helping
be
him.
your friend.
No, he probably started off as her helping him out
so,
once
so
or
I feel
two.
like we're making excuses for that. We're
Yes.
we're making excuses for cheating.
Yes.
No,
Which
we are
is
not
wrong.
justifying his actions.
Oh.
Yes, we are.
No,
Yes, we are.
No, we are
Yes,
not
we
justifying
are.
his
We are
actions.
justifying him
Yeah.
taking a second
There's-
wife
It doesn't make
Because
it right.
she's helping them.
It doesn't make it right.
because she's a destiny helper.
It doesn't make it right. What is a destiny helper?
Someone helps your destiny.
It doesn't make it right.
Okay.
It doesn't make it
No,
right though. But
okay. I think the reason why it seems
Right.
right is because you're so used to having bad side
side
chicks
chicks.
that
Yes.
come in with the aim of destroying the relationship or
But she's
taking the
building
man.
the-
But she's
Because
she's
the man doesn't even have
securing
anything in the first
right,
place.
right now he has something. Right now there's a job, there's money. Right now she has a job, she has financial independence. Right now she's even giving you the means to be able to walk after the relationship because you now have enough for yourself and your kids. But because we're so used to the reverse, where the women are really, really bad and they come in aiming to take away from the men and the relationship and destroy the relationships, to see this is a novelty. And to see this, like, okay, it can't be so bad. Because if you have a situation where you were needy and she has brought in the means to sustain you and the entire family in exchange for a relationship, which is likely you could have done anyways, then it doesn't seem so bad.
But like you just said something which drew my attention to it. If it was the reverse and it was the woman who got a sugar daddy who was providing for the house,
And the
got
man
the
too
man
would
a
have kept quiet and
job,
sit down.
would we say
He
that
wouldn't
destiny
have.
help her?
There are jokes that, a man has picked the wife's call, and then the man was like, "Who is this? I'm the husband." And the other one on the other side says, "Oh, then tell her I'm taking the car back." Like, no,
It's okay.
it's okay.
I had this funny one that the girl was in the shower. The guy picks it up. Hello. He says, "Oh, babe, I hope you send that money to your small boy." He says, "Oh God, no, she didn't send the money to me. Tell her. She's not being nice to me."
But those are
what kind of
skits.
crap?
So those
Yeah.
are skits. In real
It's
life,
not
that won't
reality.
happen. In real life,
Really?
the man will just watch you, the woman, make sure he's okay financially, and then leave you and say you're a slut or a whore for
Right.
going
Well,
stepping
that's
outside
true.
your marriage.
Yes. To a
Yeah.
large extent, they
Right.
won't go all the way with you.
Yeah.
But Samani,
So-
if you were in a position where your significant other had a benefactor that was, it has trickled to you and everybody you know, and it was so good, like literally, you've won from
it's very tempting
economy
when
to
you
flying
when you
private
think
jets.
about it. But to what end?
You are just putting sense to it, but in
When
reality,
you're
I
faced
know
with it.
it's easier
Yeah.
said than done. I know, but like I'm saying, yes, you're flying first class. You're getting a new ride, stipends, whatever. But to what end? When the person pulls the plug, then what?
But you'd have made enough money to
Some people don't
sustain
think
it.
like that, oh.
Oh, that's true.
that's your
Yeah.
fault.
And then, if
No,
you are
but
seeing
then-
free cash and you
then-
don't
no, but
save
see,
some for rainy
then it
day,
means that if I'm with this person, then ultimately I don't see my future with this person, because what are you doing for the money? Obviously, the man will want to have his way with you as well.
as in the lady, yeah.
Yes, the lady. So you're bringing in the big bucks. We're chilling. We're going to Dubai. I'm wearing a tank top and some really apostolic shorts and things, sipping some
Chilling on a
Dom P
yacht.
and things.
Exactly.
Dom
In
P and things.
Dubai.
And I know what you're doing to sponsor this lifestyle. I'm not going to take you seriously, because
You
at the
really
end of the
think
day,
so? Yeah.
I know that you're just I'm basically your manager. I'm pimping you out.
but people also end up getting married after pimping their.
Yeah, that
Well,
one too.
that's them.
And
though.
also, okay,
Knowing exactly what you're doing
if
to
you
get
were
the money.
already in a committed relationship, had married the person, and this opportunity came up,
No, but why?
would that have changed? With a relationship, you can walk away. When a marriage, it's harder to walk away.
So we're in the marriage and she's doing it.
She's not necessarily doing it. She says the man just wants to help our lives. He's just a
So-
destiny
so
helper.
obviously,
But she's not giving him the
for
benefits,
men,
the full
for-
benefits.
He's not giving him the benefits.
Yeah.
Not sleeping with her.
She's not. That's what she
That's
says.
difficult. It will bruise my ego, because why am I in a situation where I can't provide what my woman wants?
Okay.
She wants to fly business. Then I'm like, oh, do we need another man? Like,
Samani, so let's turn the whole thing. Imagine that you've graduated from school for years, you're not getting a job. You have a child or two.
I don't have a
Six.
child. or
Wait,
two.
by mistake, by mistake with your girlfriend, you are
Right.
struggling
I don't
to
have a
provide food.
Or 6 children, by the way.
You are struggling to provide food and everything. And here comes AJ, the sugar mommy, who is ready to give you
Retweets.
everything. Who is ready to give you everything
Yeah.
you need and support your home.
Charlie, I know that it's
all I
difficult
want is just,
practically.
all I want is just to see you maybe once a week,
Yeah.
and I'll wire.
No, but see, that's also like
30,000 every
emotional.
week
Like,
to you.
I'm also getting involved with you on a different level. Cheating is not necessarily, or infidelity is not necessarily sexual.
Oh no, I want the emotional support.
Emotionally,
you are emotional.
so if
You are
I'm,
my
if I'm
emotional
also
support.
emotional available to you, then what I have with my girlfriend is it's no longer special.
So you
Oh,
not.
it is. I'm
It's not
helping.
going to be
In fact,
anymore.
I want Lola. Let's assume Lola
Because
as a
it's like
girlfriend.
basically
I
you're
want Lola to be
buying-
sorted.
you're buying my-
I'll fly
my-
Lola
my-
around. In fact, I'll relocate Lola to Canada.
The kids are going to go to international
Charlie,
schools.
it's easier said than
When you're put in a
Integrity,
situation there.
integrity.
Charlie.
So Lola, you've been in a committed relationship with someone. Then things don't happen the way it needs to. Then someone comes in as knight in shining armor or female knight in shining armor, waves her magic wand, and everything is better now, as this woman say. She doesn't want your man. She wants you to be with a man, but she just wants him occasionally. And she gives you and your husband everything you want. Would you walk away?
We eat curry morning, afternoon, evening.
That's all.
Hey!
They are just
On paper,
Because I wouldn't want
heard
that.
this
If
before.
the roles were reversed, I don't want that. I really don't.
Exactly.
I don't.
Okay.
You're my man. You're my man. Samani. You don't have a.
Babe, no.
Listen,
Gotcha.
morally, it will be hard. Like this not like it's not going to be easy to say I'm going to share my man and everything. I can imagine the
So
torture.
what happens
I'm
if
going
the
to
man
go
falls
through.
in love with her?
Yeah, that's what I'm giving the torture I'm going to go through anytime I know he's with a person is enough for me not to want him to do
Yeah.
this.
Then is the money worth it?
Yes.
He solves everything. At the end
Because
of the
no, and I think even if there were 6 children involved, which is this situation, they supersede any feeling you might have. And I'm pretty sure to be looking at your kids, knowing that you can't give them 3 square meals, and all of a sudden now you can. You're willing to keep quiet for whatever it is that makes the kids happy. So it's harder to do. And I think honestly, the situation will be easier to just walk away from if the person was a mean person or the person was your quintessential side chick and was coming with that bad vibes and that bad energy and looking to destroy rather than build. But this situation where she wants to uphold your marriage, she wants you to be in a happy, committed, and even more open marriage.
But she may have a selfish reason, like what I said. Like she may have gone through a very bad marriage.
Oh, yeah,
divorce.
yeah, yeah.
She has her kids. She has a
think so, yeah.
daughter.
Yeah.
She doesn't want. So anyone, she'll pick a candidate she feels like can, serve that interest. So she's also not doing it from her free will. You know, she's not doing it from the
Whichever
goodness of
way,
her
she's
heart.
feeding my
She's doing
kids.
it from
Yeah.
selfish
meals
And keeping them with 3
If my
square
husband
meals.
wasn't giving back what she wanted, would she feed my kids?
Absolutely.
she's feeding them.
Well, she is now. This one, we are very divided on it. Well, what are your thoughts about it? You can give us a call.
Yeah.
0559 242 717, 0559 242 717, or 0556 910154. This is our dilemma for today. It's very simple. Well, not necessarily. A lady is sent in a story saying that her husband has been having a sort of emotional affair with this particular woman for a while. Question is, the woman is being nice to her. She's a good side chick. She's providing them with a better paying job. She has more money now because she has a shop and everything else inclusive. Well, let's get into some of them now. Hello.
Hello,
Yes, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Edem. I'm calling from Alaji.
Edem, tell me what your thoughts about this story is.
I think this one who want to eat a cake and still have it.
Hey, sir.
But coming to think of it, why is it that we always say Mora?
At a point, moral doesn't matter. Eh?
Marrying to or having a side chick and moral issue.
Yes, now.
It's not.
It is so.
Do you want to tell me that the people in the Old Testament are morally perverted or what?
Well, in the New Testament, we sort of we're told to remove all those and focus on one woman, isn't it?
When was that? Who said that? Who said that rule? Was it not Paul?
Hold on, my resident pastor, Miss Judy, is here.
So he said, for peace sake, it is better to stick to one man than to have many. So yeah.
But they did not say that you won't go to rest because you have 2 wives.
That one we are yet to come back to. No, none of us have gone yet to go and see.
I think we are only giving ourselves a burden.
Sir?
Thinking that Mora.
Okay, so you think that this woman should continue, eh?
The man should. If I was the man, I would even have another one.
Hey, boss.
Wife was doing the same.
No. How would you feel if your wife was doing the same thing? Another man was saying, "I'm sorting her out in exchange for everything you want." that one, yeah.
Was she not hungry before this woman came in?
But what if it was the reverse? What if it was the man supposed to be quiet when the woman goes to go and collect and bring?
If the woman, if it was the woman who was bringing in the food, I don't think the man will question it.
Hey. Okay, thank you so much, Adam. Hello.
Hi, AJ.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Nana.
Hi, Nana. It was good to hear from you. Nana, what are your thoughts about today's story?
So the second story, okay.
Yes,
There's
please.
this thing that we need to really address. Maybe you have to dedicate one show to really talk about it. How people are giving birth anyhow. See, you know your situation. You know you can't take care of just a child. And what will Bako saying 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5, 6.
Charlie.
And when you say I say
Oh, Charlie.
and you see now what's the situation that they find themselves in. When we say money is the root to all evil, it's not that money is no good though. A final that is what we are talking about. So you see now there's infidelity in the relationship and they are shocked as to how they want to go about it. Nobody knows. This is to the woman, to the wife, okay? It looks like she has problem with infidelity. That should be her concern,
Right.
not the benefit. If everything is okay for her, and she wouldn't be sending the message here right now, which means that she has problem with infidelity.
Yeah.
It's possible that she doesn't subscribe to the infidelity idea. So she should rather focus on that. Speak to the husband about it. If he's not budging her, maybe advise yourself and leave. Because it's two things. If you don't do that, it's two things. You'll be there pretending as if everything is okay. Meanwhile, everything is not okay. And you'll be doing and then what? Maybe you die and leave him and you continue with this woman. You understand? Everything should be. See, when I was in high school, when you ask me how many children will I have, I'll say 4, 5. When I went to uni, you asked me, it came to 3. Right now, if you ask me, I say 1. 1. Because you see, it's not as if I do my own business, okay, I make money. But when you look at the bigger picture, Charlie, it's not easy. So 1, 2, maybe at least so you'll be hands-on. You'll be able to take care of them. If they are capable themselves and they will be able to take care of these 6 children, no problem. But you can't. It's 1 hour. God will not descend from heaven and come and do anything for you again. What he will do for us, he has done it already. It's time for you to use your head so that you won't suffer. To the first story, it's very unfortunate, okay? I think a lot of Ghana men, I'm in Ghana, so let me talk about my gender. A lot of Ghana men are raised and conditioned to think money and wealth is their best right. They are the ones who are supposed to have and give. So a lot of them, when they meet a woman who is capable and successful, they don't even know what to do with them.
That's true.
They struggle. As someone if you, but the mere fact that he's with another human being, I won't even say another human being who happens to be just capable more than him, he's all in his feelings. And everybody will be saying what is not happening, and it will get into their head and they'll start misbehaving. I would have always said, if he fails insecure, the document, I'm sure it's still in the parent's name. If it's still in the wife's mom's name, they can change it into you people your name so that you have some assurances. In that aspect, I can understand because look, families are wicked. I won't lie to you. If it's still in the parent's name, it's only if you happen to find yourself in a jurisdiction where the families, they will understand and they won't come and worry you. And why is it that somebody will marry for how many years? This man has nothing, and you'll be with this woman, and they will make everything. The moment the man pass, come and see family. Some of these things are real, okay? So I would have really said, maybe they'll just change the document into both of their names. So you know, so, oh, they both own it, and then they will build this out. Now, what has happened already. It looks like there's a tit for tat going on. You see, the man is refusing to understand that it is okay for her wife to be capable to do some of these things for them. You see, this is the thing, and I have a problem. They say help. You see, we keep calling women help me. We are we say I meet you from nowhere. I meet AJ from nowhere. We say we want to do this thing together. We are staying in one house. We are using the utilities together. We are paying we are using everything in the house together. We have children. Okay, what is wrong if AJ is the one who is capable and is in the position to buy the light bill? What is wrong with that? Aren't we both of us using the light? Isn't both of us using the electricity and the water? Even the children, so why is it that when a woman do that, we call it help to the man? You see, and when the man too is doing the little basic thing that it has to be done for the home, we call it help to the woman. So both those people are there, and they think that it's not any responsibility in a home. But we say this is our home. But what has to be done for the home? We say this one is saying this part is not my responsibility. This part is not my responsibility. It doesn't even make sense. And that is what we keep preaching. Oh, a woman is supposed to be the helpmate. And what do you mean? Is he a human being or a second-hand human being?
Absolutely.
Yep. I'm not a church person. It's just life. You see, life, realities of life. That is what we live. Not quotation. What I say, realities of life is what we live. And money, money does not know gender. What I say, so if you are fortunate and you find yourself in a situation whereby your partner who happens to be a woman is capable than you are. You see, it's the nipa no na the course now. And your status, it's the nipa no subaya. Status no
absolutely.
But you see, Ghana men, the moment they see a woman who is successful, automatic office a umwadi. We are be me so gay. Can you imagine?
Chale. Thank you so much for that, Nana. And that's all time will allow us. We have to literally run out of the studio. But ladies, final words on moving forward. What should this lady do? On question number 2. Story number 2. Lola? Yes.
I think, when it comes to men and side chicks plus the benefits he's getting, she's lost. She can't win this fight because I think no matter what, the husband would even choose this lady over her, So if she's not willing to leave the marriage, she should stay inside and accept the benefits. They're good benefits after all. So accept it. If you feel like you can't stay, figure yourself out and see how you can leave later or something. Yeah,
sounds good. Ms. Judy?
Yeah, I think it's all about compromising and trying to make things work, because as of now, obviously I would not leave something good for you because of the kids. We cannot feed or anything, so why am I going to leave our blessed angel
destiny helper,
come and
destiny helper?
So yeah, it's all about trying to look at the bigger picture and try to live with it. If you cannot, seek counsel.
Hey. And on that note, thank you, ladies. Of course, did this with Miss Judy and Lola. My name is AJ Kwako Sapon. Earlier on was joined by Ebano Samani. Thank you for being tuned in for another exciting edition of the show. We'll be back next week, right here on 3FM. And shortly coming through, the man with the silkiest voice is Godwin Nambo, bringing us another special edition of Wine Down, leaving you with my current favorite jam of the day. This is Shake It to the Max by Molly.
Hey.